He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
7 yards, the pickup there.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On second down, here's Mixon. Mixon hit, and the ball is out. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
On first down, here's Breida. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
67 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Brady to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
Another try after the first down sack. Brady.
That's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you say, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Now Brady.
They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 25. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. They find some open field here. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Now a give coming right is Breida. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. 85 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Brady. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 33.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now a give to Breida. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. There's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground. So this defense, they gave up some yards on this drive, but bottom line, they came up with a sack when it mattered.
And we know that every down counts, but let's be honest about it. People focus on 3rd down as a real key down in any drive, any situation, and they took full advantage of 3rd down there and made a play.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Back to Mixon on second down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you get the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Mixon with a first down carry. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 137 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. And now they will throw it with Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Here's Breida. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 33.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
This is Breida. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now Breida on a toss left. And he'll be out of bounds. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Cameron Brate, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are going to take the lead. Lambo to add on the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. To Mixon on the check down. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So a costly penalty yardage-wise, as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for... in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. This is caught, it's Boyd. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tyler Boyd, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. A nice run on first down. Gets him 6 yards to the 31. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Brady now on first down. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays. Back-to-back 15-yarders. And they're rolling. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be from 56 yards out. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. So nothing separating these 2 teams as we head to the break, all square. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run with Breda. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
On second down, it's Jones. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40. They'll run it with Jones. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Breda, he'll try the right side. Finding room to the 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw on target to Godwin here. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Second down and 4. On the handoff, this is Breida. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Breida. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Matt Breida, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Burrow. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brooks. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Now Joe Mixon. Levante David in on the tackle.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A big play there on the catch and run.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll give it to Mixon. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Now it's Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the 3rd quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Brady. This is caught by Evans. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll go again to Jones. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4 down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Wait 10, wait 20!
Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's a handoff left side to Breida. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
If they get nothing else here on 3rd down, it'd be a 53-yard attempt from this spot. Here's Brady. Caught on the right side by Jones. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Cameron Brate with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bucs answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Lambeau on for the extra point. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. No return here for Wilson. To touch back, it'll come out to the 25.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Again, it's Mixon. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. Mixon with a 1st down carry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
From midfield now, Burrow. He finds his man, complete. It's Boyd. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26.
They'll run with Mixon. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. Here's a give to Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Bengals, if they can convert the extra point, will have the lead. McPherson on for the extra point. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Brady's throw taken in by Evans here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
Now a give to Breida. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Brady to throw. And Brate, the tight end's got it. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It would be 58 yards from here. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida.
And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So now the onus will fall on the shoulders of Josh Lambo. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So now the onus will fall on the shoulders of Josh Lambo. This will be from 53 for the win. This looks good. It is good. He hits it from 53 yards out. And it'll be a hot time in Ybor tonight. The Bucs have won the football game. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, you know, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had